Welcome. My name is Dan Smith, and today we are going to visit with Beth Andrew. Beth is the Executive Director of Quakerdale Family Services and Wolfe Ranch of Quakerdale. Both of these ministries are partners of Josiah White's Quakerdale Foundation. Welcome, Beth. Thanks for joining us.
Hi, Dan. Thanks for having me.
Now, if I understand right, both Quakerdale Family Services and Wolfe Ranch of Quakerdale are independent ministries that are headquartered out of Marshalltown, Iowa. Is that right?
Yes, we are headquartered in Marshalltown, Iowa. So we have the family services piece and we have the Wolfe Ranch piece, but we are all underneath one governing board.
Okay. All right, great. Well, I know it might be a little bit difficult for you to separate them, but let's try to get an idea or a picture of what each one of these ministries look like by themselves, and then we'll spend some time at the end of the interview talking about how they work together, okay?
Sure.
All right, here we go. Let's talk about Quakerdale Family Services first. Why do family services exist? What is it that you're hoping to accomplish through this ministry?
Sure. So I think that I really need to start with what our mission statement is. And to be honest, this is a shared mission. However, Family Services and the Wolfe Ranch put those missions into work just a little bit differently. So I would like to start there if I could. So our mission is encouraging hope, faith, and growth in the families and communities we serve. So for Family Services, our goal is to serve families and to serve individuals and to serve our community through the counseling and therapy services that we provide. We truly believe that every person has the God-given right to meet the goals that they would like to set out, and that they have the right to reach those goals and to be the best possible person and reach their full potential. So that's really how we bring the family services ministry together in serving individuals, families, and communities.
That's awesome. Can you give me a few examples about how that would look or how you're accomplishing that?
Sure. So we provide traditional counseling services, in-office services that you think of when someone says that they're seeking therapy. Folks can be referred to us that are seeking just traditional counseling services therapy in office. And as a result of the pandemic, we have also begun doing telehealth services. So folks are really taking to those services as well. It really helps with the populations that we serve. We can serve a more broad range. People don't have to necessarily drive to us. And we do know that sometimes transportation can be an issue for families. So we're really blessed to be able to continue to provide telehealth services. In addition, we do some in-home services through our functional family therapy program. Those services are mainly through juvenile court. So we do continue to do that in-home as well as telehealth and in office. The last service that I would like to highlight is our equine assisted psychotherapy service. And that is where we do traditional therapy services. However, we have a team that works with us on those services. So we have an equine specialist, so someone who has years of experience working with horses, knows horse behavior, can help us interpret horse behavior, as well as keep all of the participants safe in the therapy session. And then we have a horse. So the horse is one of the partners in this service. So that's fairly unique, and it actually has great outcomes.
Okay, so it sounds like, there's a lot going on here. First of all, for the most part, counseling services is really what you're specializing in.
Yes.
Where that can happen can either be in your home, it could be in a traditional office setting, it could be there at the ranch, or it could actually be remote, similar to what we're doing right now through Zoom. And you work with both an individual and family as a whole. Is that correct?
That's correct. You got it, Dan.
All right. And then you've got a unique set of therapists in that you've got your licensed counselors, but you also have these four-legged counselors that will help you through the equine programs that you're doing in conjunction with Wolfe Ranch.
Yeah, and I really think that that's what makes us special and unique, and that gives us an outlet and an opportunity and a venue that other traditional counseling services don't have.
Well, from what I'm seeing in the background, I'm guessing that that's part of the ranch environment behind me that you have there, that picture of the couches and stuff. So
Yes,
it
it
looks
actually,
like,
yeah.
yeah, it looks like a really comfortable environment that will get you away from some of the things you may be dealing with and put you in a fresh environment that really could bring some ease and some comfort and some peace, which I could see would be really an advantage.
It really is, Dan. In fact, that is one of the things that people mention to me when we're doing, our counseling services. They're like, we feel like we're just sitting in our living room having a conversation. This feels so non-pressured. This feels so, calm and relaxed. We really like that. And to be honest, that's where you're going to make the most progress. That's where you're going to find the outcomes that are going to work towards the family's advantage. And if you think about doing the services outside with the horses as well, even a more relaxed and comfortable environment, because we're outside, we're in nature, we've got the horse with us, and it just lends that peace. And by peace, I mean peace.
Yeah.
That gives us, that different outlook.
So when you're in the winter months or there's raining or something like that, are you still able to work with the horses somehow?
Yes, we have been so blessed to have a brand new indoor arena. We lost our indoor arena to the derecho last year. And so August, everything was finished. So we can absolutely do services in the indoor arena. We like to use the outdoor arena too when the weather is nice. And when we didn't have the indoor arena, we used our stall barn. So, keeping us out of the elements. They're not heated. However, we're kind of hardy people. We're from Iowa. We can do with a little bit of cold and heat.
Sure. Well, that's a great segue into talking about the ranch then. So let's kind of switch our focus here, and let's talk a little bit about Wolfe Ranch and Quakerdale. Again, why does the ranch exist? What is it that you're hoping to accomplish through the ranch?
Sure. Well, and if we want to go back to that mission, and it's just a little bit different how we implement it. So again, encouraging hope, faith, and growth in the families and communities that we serve. So what we're doing is we're taking animals, because we know how animals can impact relationships and people in a very positive manner. We're using the animals to help people, to help our communities. So instead of the counseling aspect, we're using the animals to do this.
So what are some of the different ways that the ranch can be used to serve people by itself? Let's say it wasn't necessarily counseling. Are there other ways that the ranch is used to serve people?
Yes. We do writing lessons, and that is one of our main services that folks think of when they think of the ranch. So beginner, intermediate, advanced, any ages. So a lot of folks utilize that service. We also do camps, so some day camps. So we do Pretty Pony, we do cowboy camp. We've got some other like grooming camps and different types of activities that kids and actually adults can participate in as well. We do horse boarding. So we have horses that other folks own, that they live on our ranch, either out in our pasture or in the stalls at our stall barn. We also do have a retreat center. So the area that you see behind me, it can also serve as a venue for your family reunion, your church retreat, your wedding, anniversaries, birthday parties. In fact, we have quite a few birthday parties that the kids have tons of fun. And they can either just rent the facility, or they can also rent the horses for that service. So, yeah.
Wow, it sounds like a great combination. So it sounds to me like what we've got going on here is we have this awesome ranch retreat, conference, getaway type of thing. It's also a working ranch because you got real animals there, and they're doing their real thing. You can do riding lessons. You might want to just come out for an afternoon and just sit and enjoy the atmosphere. I know I've been out to the ranch. It's absolutely a beautiful place just to kind of, just take take a deep breath, and then in condition to that, now you also have the ability to use it intentionally for a group setting. So I'm assuming that other people can rent the facility out for some of the things that they may want to accomplish?
Yes, we have got sleeping rooms as well as the area that you're seeing behind me. We have a full working kitchen. So yes, you can rent either portions, part, or all of it. So
Well, that's great. Well, that then helps us talk about what are some of the unique ways that you can serve others by using both family services and the ranch together collaboratively. What does that look like? What are some ways that you can do that?
So we've already talked about the equine assisted therapy that we do, and that is one way that we collaborate together. Another way that we collaborate together is doing the equine assisted learning. So that is a service. So you could use it as a corporate or a business retreat, doing some team building activities. You could use it with your church to come through and to do some team building activities. You could ask for an hour, 2 hours. You could ask for half a day, a whole day. You could blend it into an overnight retreat and do some other types of business that you have to take care of, maybe some strategic planning or whatever, businesses and churches, need to work on. So that is another unique service that we provide that serves, you're looking at, we're not just serving individuals and families, we're also serving communities. So I'd like to highlight that as well.
That's great. One of the things that the foundation is extremely passionate about is working together, partnering intentionally with other ministries, other industries. It is so much better to be able to not have to be a one size fits all. You got to do everything. It's nice to have strategic partners that can help you with some things. If I'm another organization out there and I look at what Family Services does, or I look at the opportunities that are available through the ranch, and I'm going, you know what? I could really see how having you guys partner with me to do some of the ways that I'm serving the people I'm working with could really be a big plus. How would I go about making that happen?
So I think that's where we could be potentially even more unique than maybe some other organizations, because we are so willing to work together with other partners, other organizations, other entities, and to sit down and talk about what are the needs that you guys are seeing? What do you have that we potentially could help with? And we can brainstorm and we can come up with something. If it's not something that we already have on our plate to offer, such as the traditional counseling service or the equine therapy or writing lessons, retreat, whatever, let's talk. Let's figure out what you guys need, and let's see if we can come up with something together to fit that need.
Well, that sounds like a great opportunity. Hey, Beth, I just really want to thank you for taking the time to visit with me today. If you're out there and you've got questions and want to learn more about Quakerdale Family Services or Wolfe Ranch Quakerdale, and contact and call Beth, look at the screen. We've got all the contact information there, the websites, the email, and the phone numbers. Again, Beth, thank you so much for joining me today. And for you that are watching this, thank you for taking the time to check this out. And let's get out there and let's serve as Christ serves.